Well, I see the so-called Palestinians are whining again. I say so-called because, in fact, they are not Palestinians. There is no such race of people. They're, in fact, Arab Muslim refugees that their brethren will not allow to become citizens of their own countries, where Israel has allowed all Arabs to become, or in Israel to become citizens. And what everybody seems to be missing is current attacks by Israel on Gaza. Well, how long is the state of Israel supposed to take being attacked with these homemade rockets by Hamas and Hezbollah before it strikes back? A nation has a right to defend itself, or is it only Muslims that are allowed to defend themselves? I'm really starting to wonder, because that seems to be what the attitude is. Anytime a non-Muslim attacks a Muslim, the cry goes up: racism, Islamophobia. Well, one thing I've got to ask is, what race is Islam again? And if Hamas and Hezbollah want to whine about being attacked, they were the ones who first started the rocket attacks. They have only themselves to blame when a country is being attacked unprovoked strikes back. But I guess they seem to figure that the fact that the Jews have now occupy their historical land, I shouldn't say occupy, rather have taken back the land that was invaded by Muslims in the 7th century AD and now belongs to them, is enough of an offense to Muslim sensibilities to now cry we'll take back all occupied land. By all occupied land, what they really get to mention is they mean the entire state of Israel. Frankly, I don't care if they're Muslim or not. They could be Zoroastrian, Buddhist, which would be kind of funny because Buddhists are non-violent, Christian, Jewish, whatever. But Hamas and Hezbollah need to get their heads out of their collective asses and stop this nonsense. I mean, you look at the history of the state of Israel. Within hours of the partitioning of the Middle East by the UN in 49, or the 47, 49 area, the state of Israel didn't have an armed forces. They were originally defended by attacks by all the surrounding Muslim countries by the groups that were so-called terrorist groups that were in the state of Israel. Now, if the Muslims really want to live in peace, they stop these suicide bomb attacks, rocket attacks, and stop this nonsense about Jerusalem being their capital. They never had any land. In fact, the land that they keep claiming that Israelis fight, in a lot of cases, were land that was swamp or desert that the Arabs did not want, sold for inflated prices to Israel. Kibbutz at the time. The Israelis drained the swamps, made the desert bloom, all of a sudden it's worth something, and the Arabs want it back. Well, we need to look at what happened when the West Bank was given back to the Arabs. There was a complete facility there for growing fruit in greenhouses. They were given that, along with the contact list so they could sell it, and they were provided apparently thousands of jobs for local Arabs. What happened? The Arabs went in and totally destroyed it, took everything and sold it for salvage. I gotta wonder whether these people are really worth even dealing with. And I had also a question from a Muslim teen earlier today who asked why I put Proud Cooper on my profile. It's quite simple. I have no use for Muslims, like the way they do in the Middle East. I look at the ones who are dancing in the streets for joy after 9/11, and the Muslim arrogance that seems to say only a Muslim can know anything about the Quran. Well, that teen, I say, grow up and get your head out of your butt. today.